So I actually just got done streaming AEW Fight Forever for a few hours, and I actually played it when it first came out, and I wanted to give a long time to play it before I actually give my opinion on this game mode. I want to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what they should change about it, and how I feel about this game mode overall. First off, I will say this is the first of its kind when it comes to an official pro wrestling game having a battle royale in it. Now, Rumbleverse was a game for free. You could play it, but I didn't actually really play that game. So AEW Fight Forever is what I'm going to go off for my actual opinion on this. If you want to talk about in the comment section, if you want to let me know how it compares to Rumbleverse, that would be great because I have no opinion on that game. So first off, you get in the game, you probably notice that you get a lot of bots in the game. First and foremost, there is no crossplay with this game, which is a big deal. Something I would add into the game is crossplay, so you can play with more people. I was playing on the PS5, so PS5 can play with PS5 and PS4 people. So that was like where I thought the majority of the players would be. Also PC, I do have the game for it, but I haven't booted it up for that. But I think PS5 might be where the most players are at, but I'm not sure. So I actually got in games, and when I was in the games, I had probably 11 to 13 players in the game. And one of the annoying things was that people would actually like target you and they would come back to you because when you're playing, you usually get in the same games over and over and over again. And that just gets annoying because you get the same people that just target you over and over and over, and they try and eliminate you, which is kind of what you're supposed to do in the game is eliminate people, but targeting just makes it kind of annoying. I know. That's just something that we're going to have to get used to because there's not a huge player base in the game. I'm glad they have bots, though, because without bots, you would never find a match in this game. You would just be sitting in the lobby forever. So adding bots was a great feature for them to do. First off, I will say this. The bots are super easy to go against. You can literally just punch them until they're done. Then you can hit your finisher, and that's that. When it comes down to the core gameplay, I think it's a very fun game. I think the idea of collecting stuff and then getting that heat meter full, one of the things you can do in the game is actually play a slot machine. Coins will come out, and your heat meter will go up really, really fast. A lot of people go to the slot machines. I do, because then I can get up to like level 35, 45, like instantly in the game, and then you're pretty much just set to win the game if you can do that. The big thing is, though, the circle keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking till it doesn't exist anymore, and the circle is just gone. A lot of battle royales don't actually shrink that fast. I feel like this circle shrinks and shrinks and shrinks, and then it's just gone forever. I feel like maybe if you wouldn't have the circle shrink, and it would just be small at the end, it would encourage people to go after each other and eliminate them. But one of the big cheeses in the game is the Sting energy drink, the Stinger energy drink. So you can actually drink those and your health will go back up. There's also an ability that you can get that will actually let you be immune out in the zone so you won't take any damage, but that's only a limited time. But I do think the Stinger thing is something that you need at the end. You can chug it, get your health back, and you're good to go. I think, honestly, a health boost is another ability that I think is something that you really need in this game. When you get into those fights and all that, you need that health boost. I was using the health boost. I was using the weapon boost because I'd have more damage with my weapon. And then one that I was trying out a little bit on my stream was the item spawn thing. So what it will do is it'll actually spawn a little cardboard crate, I guess it is, and you can smash it and open it and get some stuff. Now, what that actually does is sometimes you will get a helmet in there, and a helmet is an extra boost for you. And that's like, you taking the chug jug in Fortnite or taking the potion in Fortnite, you get some extra damage. You'll get the extra damage and then your regular health. So you can get a helmet out of that, which I thought was kind of good. So I thought that one was pretty cool, but I haven't messed around with a lot of them. But that one did come in clutch a few times towards the end. When it gets to the end of the match, the one thing I will say, it is very much up to luck. There's not a lot of skill that goes into it. It's a lot of ganging up on each other and people just using weapons and hitting people. And it's just all out anarchy when it comes to the end. I feel like there's not a lot of skill unless you can kind of bide your time and run away. I noticed there's a lot of running away from people in this game and not really going head-to-head fighting, which, good or bad, I don't know, but that's just the way the game plays out. You'll take a few hits, you'll run away, get your health back, maybe try to find a helmet, come back in, and do that. If I see a name and I see like, oh, it's Jane, then I'll go after that person and try and get them out because I know that's a bot. But if it's a long name, like level 50, whatever long name, I'll just leave it alone and come back at a later date. But when it gets down to the final circle, there's usually like 5 or 6 people left. People be running around trying to get on top of the cars, trying to get on top of whatever they can get on. Maybe it's a staircase or whatever. But it usually ends in the middle of the field. I know I have had a circle end in like a stadium where the chairs are, which is kind of weird, but the field is usually where it ends. So then you're just going to have to fight each other towards the end. Drink that stinger juice and try and hit them with that yellow baseball bat if you can get one. The box thing came in handy because I got a helmet. So ideally, you'd like to have some metal baseball bats, the yellow ones. You'd like to have the helmet. You'd like to have the stinger juice. And then whatever other gold things you can have would help you out there too. But it does come in clutch when you have those stinger juices. So you can have like a couple of those. Those are really good. As far as abilities go, really, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Again, I think health is very good. I think that boxing's pretty awesome. And I think maybe the weapon damage is pretty good as well. As far as the heat skills go, you can do different things in the game. Honestly, for me, I just pick up weapons and I use those the majority of the time. So I level up my heat skill to go all the way up for weapons. So when you get up to like level 45, you can have max out your weapon with the damage. That's kind of what I go for. I also do the punch because I like to have my punches up because I use that a lot. But I know a lot of people like grappling. I know a lot of people jump and do the ground pounds. But to me, I just do the punch and the weapons, and that works out for me. I've got a couple of victories off of that. And I think if you can get the weapons, the stinger, the gold weapons, and then get a helmet towards the end of the game, I think that's going to set you up for success. And honestly, I think it's a very fun game. But I do pose the question here, what should this game be? Should this game be what it is? Should this even be a game? I feel like maybe a wrestling battle royale like this isn't a game mode that people are clamoring to play. And also, you need to buy this game to play the battle royale game. I know the idea is to get people to buy the game and play it, but maybe if you put the battle royale out for free, you'd get more players to play it and you get a bigger player base in this game. I think, though, that putting it out for free and having a battle pass that you pay for might be the way to go. I don't know if that's even viable for them to do, if that's an option that they can do. Maybe if you play the battle royale, you can unlock characters for the main game, and then that might have people come play in the main game. You can get costumes or whatever, attires, things like that. But right now, it's just you have to buy the game, then you have to play the battle royale, and it doesn't fill up fully. But I do think that it's a very fun game mode, but it lacks some kind of, net code or whatever to get that hit box just right. I feel like sometimes I swing and miss and I'm like, I should have hit him, but I didn't. But that's just the name of the game. That's just how they develop the game. So honestly, I think it's fun. I think you should pick it up and play it. If you have AEW Fight Forever, I would definitely log in and check it out and play it. Again, just make sure you just mess around. Play the long game. That's what it's really about. Play the long game. Look for weapons. Get the stinger juice. Go play the slot machines, do all that stuff. And then once you get your max stuff that you think you're good with, you can get to the end and get ready to go to that final circle and maybe you can get a victory. I got bookend victories on my stream, one at the beginning and one at the end, which I thought was really cool. The first one I got was kind of not sure I even won that. I don't know how I won that. And then the one at the end, I was a little more strategic about it. I waited for my moment. I came in at the end. I was able to get that eliminations and that I needed to get, and then I won that game. So honestly, I think it's very fun. I do think there's a lot that needs to go. Like I said, crossplay would be huge. Having it free to play with a battle pass would be huge. And then just, improving on it and just making it tighter of a game. I don't know what kind of budget they have. I don't know if they're even going to update this game or not. But I do think that if they could make it better and work on it, I think getting people in the door and getting them to look at this game and play it and improving on it over years, because that's how games work. If you keep improving on it over and over and over, people will come back and play it. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know, do you like Stadium Stampede or do you not? As always, I'm Tonypizzaguy. We'll see you in another video.
Attention. The safe area is now shrinking.
I'm gonna win! Yeah! Let's go! That was like my most well-played game ever! That was actually a really well-played game, and that was really good. Oh my gosh!